Illinois Republicans will decide one of the most hotly contested primary races for Congress tomorrow. Our political editor Mark Maxwell is here with more on Darren Bailey's attempt to oust Congressman Mike Bost. Mark?
And Darren Bailey bet big on his loyalty to former President Trump paying off, but that backfired. Trump instead endorsed Mike Bost. Now the 10-year congressman and Marine veteran feels momentum and the map are on his side as he sprints to the finish line.
Congressman Mike Bost rallied St. Clair County Republicans Monday afternoon and rallied behind the party's presumptive nominee, Donald Trump.
I want a strong leader that I'm not worried about him forgetting what he had for breakfast this morning.
On his third of 4 stops of the day, Bost hit back at Darren Bailey, who had recently questioned what Bost had ever gotten done in office.
But the reality is he never stays with a job.
Bost feels the map lines up in his favor. The 3 most populated counties in the deep red district are all part of his home turf. And with Bailey trailing in fundraising and fading from public view in the final days of the race, Bost expressed confidence he could stave off the challenge.
How much of an upset would it be for Darren Bailey to beat you tomorrow?
Well, I'm going to act like he may, and we're going to keep working through it. My main goal is to make sure that the votes come out. I'm hoping to win this, but if that was the case, that would be bizarre.
Yeah, could you have beaten Darren Bailey without Donald Trump's help?
I won't say that. I'm glad to have Donald Trump in here. That doesn't mean we wouldn't have worked.
In an unusual move, Bailey's campaign kept his location under wraps on the last day before the election, opting to skip opportunities for interviews and only revealing late in the day that he'd appear at a church in Marion to greet voters Monday night. Bost balked at Bailey's attacks against his experience in Washington and reframed his decade on the job as a benefit to voters.
At a time when this nation needs someone there and this district needs someone there that has the experience, because there's a lot of things we know as members of Congress, and you need to know a whole lot more than where the bathroom is when you first get in.
We made every attempt to offer Darren Bailey the same chances to lay out his plan and answer questions about his ideas. For example, why refuse earmarks that allow you to bring federal investments back to a rural district in desperate need of jobs? His campaign never made them available.
We have information on tomorrow's primary on KSTK.com. Get a link to the voter guide by texting the word GUIDE to 314-425-5355.